March 18. Not yours, but God's. He said, "Listen, King Jehoshaphat and all who live in Judah and Jerusalem. This is what the Lord says to you. Do not be afraid or discouraged because of this vast army, for the battle is not yours, but God's. Take up your positions, stand firm, and see the deliverance the Lord will give you, O Judah and Jerusalem. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Go out to face them tomorrow, and the Lord will be with you." 2 Chronicles 20, 15 through 17. In response to the earnest and urgent prayers of Jehoshaphat and the people on the eve of this seemingly inevitable battle, God's Spirit inspired Jahaziel to speak. As unlikely as it might have seemed, he gave them their battle strategy, but introduced and concluded his remarks with, "Do not be afraid." The people needed to march out to battle, take up their positions, and stand firm. Each of these things would take courage, but they could take courage in the truth that this was not their battle. By turning up and standing up, they would be in position to see God act. With these words, the prayer meeting became a worship service. The enemy army was still advancing towards Jerusalem from the Dead Sea, and there were still vastly more of them than there would be of the Judean army. But the people had the assurance that they were God's people, and that this was God's battle. Jehoshaphat had reminded God of his promises, and God reminded Jehoshaphat of his promises. Jehoshaphat and all the people bowed in worship. Then some Levites from the Kohathites and Korahites stood up and praised the Lord, the God of Israel, with a very loud voice. 2 Chronicles 20:19. What a worship service that must have been. Fear mixed with faith, perhaps in almost equal parts. They had a plan for battle, but they could not imagine how that plan might play out. They were readying to fight tomorrow, but today they would sing.